This live stream brought to you by the Excelsior Citizen and these generous sponsors. The Simmons Sales Team, Hometown Realtors. Find out how you can advertise with Excelsior Springs' #1 community resource. Visit ExcelsiorCitizen.com today.
Denver or Area 51, it's one or the other.
Well, same.
Yeah, it's all, there's aliens in Denver no matter what you do. All right, let's get this meeting rolling. 6:30, if you'll join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, I'd entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Sorry, Lisa, I did it backwards.
That's okay.
First, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Rick. All those in favor? And that passes 5-0. At this time, I'd entertain a motion to adopt the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
First by Troy, second by Kaylin. All those in favor? And that passes 5-0. Next up, MSBA delegate report. Mr. McCown.
Video, baby. Oh, there it is. This time Brett's going to be on a beach somewhere.
Hopefully it's just not right there.
Yeah, I know.
In his
That
living
scared
room?
the bejesus out of me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MSBA Board Report for the month of July. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at the issue of school safety. Creating and maintaining a safe and secure learning environment for our students, teachers, and staff is always a top priority for school board members and administrators, but now has become an even greater focus in the aftermath of the horrific shooting in Uvalde, Texas. MSBA Center for Education Safety remains an important resource for school districts throughout our state, and now a new national school safety organization will be part of the Missouri School Boards Association. It will be led by John McDonald, a nationally recognized school safety expert who recently retired as the leader of safety and security in the Jefferson County schools in Colorado, the home of Columbine High School. McDonald, who is moving to Missouri, spoke at MSBA's recent delegate assembly meeting in St. Charles. He said school boards remain on the front lines of protecting children and providing them with a safe learning environment.
If you ask any parent what's most important to them about their child's education, they're going to tell you three things. I want my child safe, I want them happy, and I want them educated. If we do those three things, we have great hope. Not only do we have hope, but we see great results. And we know that a student that feels safe in their environment, a student that feels safe at school, is a better learner. They have higher test scores, better graduation rates. They want to be there and they want to learn. And every child deserves to learn in an environment free from intimidation and abuse and bullying and threats.
McDonald says the new National School Safety Organization under MSBA's umbrella will provide school districts with a variety of resources and guidance to meet the needs of individual districts. He adds the new organization will also provide a critical incident response team that will be available to districts throughout Missouri and throughout the nation. The new president of the Missouri School Boards Association is Ray Murphy, a school board member from the Richards R5 School District, a K-8 school near West Plains. Murphy became MSBA's new president at the recent Igniting Great Ideas Summit in St. Charles after serving as president-elect for the past year. He told board members attending the summit, it's important to understand the challenges our schools face right now, but it's also important to celebrate accomplishments.
Oscar Wilde has a great quote, one of my favorites. He said, experience is the best teacher because it gives you the test and then the lesson. And we've learned a lot these last 2 years, and I think we need to celebrate that. Celebrate the things we did well, learn from the things we didn't do good and failed at, and move forward and celebrate those.
MSBA state officers elected during the delegate assembly meeting held at the summit include President-elect Ruth Johnson of the Raymore Peculiar School District and Vice President Patty Quisenberry of the Ozark School District. It's time to review and submit proposed changes to MSBA's advocacy positions. Those position statements express to legislators, policymakers, the public, and the media where MSBA stands on issues like school board elections, charter school expansion, and many, many others. Be a part of this process by reviewing the current positions, discussing them with your fellow school board members, and proposing changes. Delegates will vote on the proposed changes at the Fall Delegate Assembly this November in Kansas City. The deadline to submit new or revised position statements is August 31st. Registration 22 MSBA Annual Conference in cooperation with the Missouri Association of School Administrators to be held November 4th and 5th in Kansas City. The event will once again feature numerous breakout sessions and workshops, many presented by school leaders from districts throughout the state, along with a great lineup of general session speakers. You can also register to attend the 2022 Midwest School Safety Summit to be held November 2nd and 3rd in Kansas City. This event is designed to provide information for those who govern and work in K-12 schools, colleges, and universities, as well as law enforcement officials and others working with MSBA member districts. The summit is being held just before the MSBA annual conference. Their safety teams, including school board members, superintendents, and central office staff, to attend with school safety staff. The Midwest School Safety Summit is presented as a partnership between MSBA Center for Education Safety and the Safe and Sound Schools organization. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.
Did you see Kimsey on the video?
I did not.
Kimsey was in the video.
I was looking for
Rewind
that.
it.
I
Not just kidding.
This guy is a foot taller than everyone else.
Yep. Darren, do you have anything else for that?
No, sir.
No visitors? Having no visitors. Moving on to superintendent's report. Dr. Hux.
All right, just three quick FYIs. The first one's the annual MSBA conference that's held in the beginning of November each year, and Lisa will work with you to get you set up to attend that conference if you would like to do so. The second item is just a reminder of our board work session, and that is July 25th at 5:30 at central office. And we'll go over potential construction, superintendent goals, and board vacancy information. Let's see, and then the third one, just another FYI, that Friday, August 19th will be the convocation. So, for central office, summer ends after the 4th of July. We start preparing for the start of the next school year. So those are the FYIs from the superintendent's report.
Any questions? All right, hearing none, moving on to item F, discussion items. First up is summer school updates. Dr. Bullimore.
If it pleases the board, I just want to share a little video update for you. Leroy, if you could roll that video.
Oh, that's mine. think you want those are good snacks. Little silly.
That looks like trouble. Whack you from across the line. Looks like a little Flushmeyer.
He is. I got to watch this one. It's a lot of fun.
That was you. Spirit animal.
Do you know who that is? Work in Broadway. Yeah. Those.
So I have a little flyer here for you, a little brochure, just with some of those numbers. So we had 1,140 students enrolled. Some of those are dual enrollments with the high school students who may have taken ACT prep and human performance and maybe a launch class. But the best that we can tell, the largest summer school we've had in the past was about 700 students. So we kind of blew that out of the water. Elementaries, and these are numbers we finished the summer with. So we're really excited about that. Really excited about the 62 students that we had in ACT prep class that Dr. Miller and Dr. Everett put together. We're looking forward to getting those scores back and seeing how that helped. But
So I'll have some data actually to share with you guys. It's incredible what that has done for our students.
so really excited about that. And then lots of free meals, breakfasts, lunch, and snacks, which are reimbursable to us this summer still. So thank you, Dr. Tomlinson, for that. Helps with the coffers a little bit. Then on the back, you'll see some comments that we pulled from social media and from School Messenger. Just some of the comments we got back from the parents. Super excited about it. We had an archery class for middle school and elementary school. Students went to Watkins Mill. They went to the zoo. They were able to visit Liberty Memorial, which we were really excited about. Lots of plans to make next year even bigger and better. You saw the book fair there was available for all students, and every teacher in classroom, thanks to our MOU with Mid-Continent, every teacher in classroom was able to get free books. So really exciting. We'll have more data and an official summer school program evaluation for you guys to approve next month, but I wanted to give you a little update and share some of the good news.
Awesome. Good.
Thank you, Dr. Rollmore.
All right, next up, Rockin' Tiger Club, Dr. Gross.
Okay, well, mine is not near as engaging or sweet as Dr. Bullimore's, but I will do my best. Just wanted to update you all on some of the changes with Rockin' Tiger, of course, with the retirement of our longtime director, Vicki Getz. We looked at the programming and thought through some potential changes. And what we've decided to do is take this opportunity to divide up those duties among 3 roles that we have in the district. Those roles being the early childhood principal, the early childhood secretary, and our Rockin' Tiger Club program coordinator. So those are obviously roles that are already in existence, and they will absorb those duties. And you can see that extensive list of each of those roles. So of course, Dr. Andreessen, as the early childhood principal, will oversee compliance, hiring and evaluation of staff, overall student enrollment processes. Really the heavy part for her will be the partnership with the many agencies that we utilize with Rockin' Tiger Club, the Department of Social Services, also our family care registry, reporting, those sorts of things. And then Bailey Eider is actually, and you see Hightower there, new name, but she's actually the early childhood secretary. So she will take on really a lot of those bookkeeping duties, budgeting duties, and then of course, some of the normal things a building secretary does, she'll do some of those things for Rockin' Tiger Club employees as well, and students in the enrollment process. And then Alicia Dale, who is our program coordinator currently for Rockin' Tiger Club, will assume some of those duties that have to deal with Kinder Connect, also the family care registry, and some communication pieces, working with families, since she's actually on the floor and working with children and families. So just wanted to give a little update on how those duties will be divided. Also with that, since we have, it's heavy on the early childhood personnel side, it makes most sense for us to have Rockin' Tiger Club at early childhood. So to the Early Childhood Center, formerly Westview, where it had been housed for years. So, we have a lot of things in place there still. It should be a pretty easy transition. Dr. Andreessen has been working pretty hard to get some of those things figured out and some things moved back over, and then also working with transportation on how that will look with an early childhood schedule as opposed to an elementary schedule. And we plan to start that on August 1st, and Dr. Bullimore and I have been talking about meeting with Dr. Andreessen and communicating that to all the stakeholders so that they can be prepared for that change. So just an update for you all.
Space-wise, for early childhood with Rockin' Tiger, no problem there.
No problem there. It'll be good.
Any other questions for Dr. Gross? Thank you. All right. Well, almost a record, I think. Anybody have anything further? All right, with that, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second by Caitlin, second by Rick. All those in favor? Oh, wait. No. 5-0. Have a good night.